Alright, I'm back. I had lunch. Now I guess the question is what to play next. I'm back. Let's see here. What's on this list? Dogfight, quiche. Oh yeah, actually, I don't want to jump right into part 2 just yet. Honestly, all y'all talking about it being, like, really bad the way y'all are making this sound is like, no, that can't be right. You're only making me want to play part 2 more. Everybody saying that, like, skip it, or don't spend a lot of time on it, and just go right to the third game. See, the thing is, even though I haven't played the first Link's Adventure since, like, 2018, the last time I streamed it, I haven't played 2 or 3 in probably at least a decade, if not more. So there's no way I want to skip part 2. We're gonna see part 2. But I don't want this stream to be Link's Adventure, Link's Adventure, Link's Adventure. Now, for a game that we aren't gonna finish, yes, look no further than Sivion. Let's see here. Let me get some music going. What's the appropriate Sivion soundtrack of these, like, 5 albums I've copied over? Alright, how about, I think this will do. I hope my memory is right. And this just being a freely made album. I'm like, wait, did I look this one up? I hope so. But this is King's Chill, Volume 1, by Space Quest Historian. Alright, let's see here. We are moving from Link to Sivion. And let's see, this is another classic that we realize isn't so great these days. But I think it still has a strong opening. It's just one of those games where you don't get very far in it normally, and you just kind of stop and say, wow, what a cool giant game with so much to do and see. And then if you actually subject yourself to the whole thing, it just really becomes a slog. I would never edit this game. Why would I edit this game? We'll edit this game eventually, I'm sure. I'm sure I'll get stuck in general, don't worry. Hang on, I gotta arrange my windows slightly. Okay. So I did play through this one on stream entirely at some point, and we all got to see it. This is the ZZT game which has fallen from grace the most, I feel. It's Sivion. Hello, I am the star of this game. I am technically you. It's Instant Mission Enigma. You will control me? Ah, who am I kidding? No more Mission Enigma parodies. I'm not even the player. But I am the star of this game. Excuse me, Muffin Ghost. But yeah, they're still doing it. This is literally just the title screen of Mission Enigma again. I have little interest in these two squabbling. S. C. SM. Smo. Smon. Sivion. Sure looks pretty. Don't worry, this one's not a fan game. This is all original fantasy. Except for the rip-off of Mission Enigma on the title screen. Alright, make a sick beat, please. Good beat. I'd have more patience for this if it really wasn't just... Not only is it just Mission Enigma's title screen, but they immediately drew attention to the fact that it's Mission Enigma's title screen all over again. The title screen that changed the world.
Princess Sivion, whatever you can tell me, Great Oracle.
I think I accidentally skipped this last time. So the one thing about this game is that this is the 2.0 Gold Edition, and we have no surviving copy of the original, and it's kind of like one of the holy grail games to find. Oh yeah, there's trolls and goblins, you know, bears, heads. Again, still Mission Enigma. How long does this one go on for? Glad we have politically correct advisories, aren't we all? Oh boy, Barney's here too! Oh, was that was not the Barney theme. Oh, and he's got radioactive blood. Please let me play the game. Thank you! Thank goodness. Alright, we just want to get into the game. I'm going to skip the plug, which just tells you to get the MegaZeux version of this game, which is vaporware. Also, if you want to play this game, you have to input a password. You have to answer a question about a completely different game that the author of this game did not have any hand in making. Who does the foam-like creature in Fred 2, the one that guards the bridge, look like? Press the letters to make your word. Fortunately, everybody knows this is Barney. That's true. It's not... Vapor isn't quite right. Did I spell that right? I hope I did. Soon I will be allowed to play the game. It's... The way this actually really starts, this menu and thing, is so incredibly draining. The one good thing, though, to say about this absolutely absurd board is that we eventually found that there was a special joint release of this game with Fred 2. They were both published by, like, the same company. So there's at least some connection for this, and I guess it's just, hey, we want you to play Fred 2 first? Maybe? It's really reaching for something that doesn't really add anything. Barney's here, we don't care. Oh, that's the title screen again. Oh no, where'd you come from? I don't want the author to be here either, I just want to play the game. Is this still going? I'm right. Oh, there it goes. Okay, we don't need to deal with... I'm here to play the fun games today. Not to find Barney and watch him die. Alright, this is Sivion. This is the actual Sivion. Now we're in the game. Now we get this attention to detail in the writing here. Rook sits up and stretches his sore limbs. Sleeping on the hard bed was not what he was accustomed to, but neither was being a farmer. Looking around the meager setting of his commode, he pulls himself out of bed sleepily and prepares to face the day. Welcome to Sivion. In this adventure, you play the role of the son of a local noble who died. Your name is Rook. Basically, Rook's mother tried to take over, but did not use money well, because of her immense greed. In return, it left Rook poverty-stricken, and his mother stoned to death. Facing death, Rook flees from his hometown of Gwyn and settles in a small village known as Bespin. There he meets Dulcis, another stranger who has found room and board. They soon become friends and roommates. Canonically, they're roommates. The story picks up about now. Anyways, this is an obvious remake of Sivion ZZT. This is version 2.0G, so if you already have the original version of Sivion, chuck it. Here's the problem. Apparently everybody in the world listened. We are out here pleading for an original copy of Sivion. Now, why don't you get MegaZeux so you can later get Sivion MegaZeux? ZZT just isn't as fun to program as MegaZeux is, so I'm going to program all my following games in MegaZeux. Now play! When you get bored, go play Fred or Fred 2 to learn about Barney. Rook's bed is unmade. He does not bother making it. He's never made it before in his life. Rook has a bottle of oil. Some fancy clothes. Got Dulce's clothes. Here we go. Now this is writing. Rook looks this outfit over, deciding he likes the gruffer look over his old cheap frills. Pulling the outfit off the rack, he dons a muddy brown pair of trousers, laces up a white billowy cotton shirt, puts on a leather tunic, and sets a little archer's cap on his head. Next, he grabs a forest green cloak and throws it over his shoulders, following which he dons a pair of muddy boots. I'm generally fairly lazy about it. Making my bed, that is. I have a habit of, like, rotating the blankets 90 degrees in the middle of the night, though, so usually I have to do some repair work at some point. Well, I feel like this game contributed to MegaZeux getting a bad rap, despite how cool it is, because this game gets quite unbearable about telling you to play the upcoming. I mean, it does? I don't know. I don't feel like MegaZeux ever had, like, a bad reputation. Like, even in ZZT circles, in the 2000s, like, I feel like the darkest it ever got was, they're a bunch of nerds. Unlike us, we're cool. We're cool ZZTers. We have sex with women. Instead of compiling Linux kernels. That was our incredibly nuanced point of view. We were not having sex with women. We were like 15. Anywho. Aside from the sex. Hey, look, a bow! Here it is! Rook shakes his head as he looks at his bow, in which we've been searching for quite a while now. Oh, but we won't take it? I guess not. Voila. Wow, you're up early. I take it you got a job at the museum. Right on that. Early morning hours they gave me, but I'm late because I couldn't wake you up. Why wake me up? I need that bottle of oil you were sleeping with. What for? Don't have time to tell you now. Maybe later. Now go get it, please. I mean, we have it, but it won't let us because we have to use it first. First step into the room, it is pitch black, but quickly Rook's eyes adjust as he sees the outline of his gear. The melodic squeak of a rusty gear sounds different gear. That's the gear we picked up. That's a string. That's our other gear. It controls the door. It's all accounted for in this game. And, you know, we're roommates with oil. Our house consists of one bed and a big closet. Ever so carefully, Rook restrings the bow by stretching the string across the narrow notches at the end of the bow. After testing the bow out, he decides the string needs a little bit more in the cohesiveness area. Rook searches the pockets of his trousers. And, well, apparently the oil was in my trousers, so he could have just got it. I guess he didn't know to check my pants. Dipping his fingers into the bottle, he runs his oil-covered fingers over the string of the bow. Letting it sit there for a minute after this, he checks the string again with satisfactory results. Then he straps the longbow on his back. Nothing but the most important information in this game. Alright. You can have your oil now. Ciao. Alright, we want to kind of wait patiently here, because otherwise we're going to mangle this conversation. The game's so realistic that there's people just wandering the streets talking to each other. Ho, Dejam! What fine products do you bring to my estate? Only the finest in the country. Let's go talk at your place, eh? The most realistic world I had ever seen as a kid. A ZZT game, at least. Lake Shivka. No fishing, no swimming, no camping, no animals, no fires, no gems, no dirt, no fun. Yeah, you can get pretty wordy with it. Lost my doll in this lake. What will I do now? Please help me get it, mister. You can store a lot of text in the ZZT world. A prison. Library. Follow those dudes. Lord Charles Graham Boren's estate. Trying to prune these trees. Leave me alone. Consider your job done. Welcome to the estate of Lord Charles. He set up a museum explicitly designed for the public inside. Continue north to go see it. Alright. I also love the game, love the look of this game too, honestly. Just simple fading, but it's very striking. It's bolder backgrounds. Just some potted plants. Lots of typos. Apparently, these tour guides like their privacy. 7 locked doors block the way. So this is actually kind of like our goal. And it doesn't really emphasize it. I mean, you need 7 keys, so it kind of does. We don't know why it matters to get in here. And we won't until we actually do. Rook kind of just does whatever. Tour going on right now. Please wait for the next one. Yeah, so unfortunately, this museum isn't that public. We have to go on a tour. Who else we got out here? Good day, Rook. Hello, Jara. Could you do me a favor? Sure, what's the favor? Well, I need you to go into the Arkwood and get some wild strawberries. Jacob is having some very picky guests over who love strawberries. Unfortunately, the only patch is in a troll hideaway in the northern woods. Could you... Don't worry, the strawberries are as good as yours. So, fun fact, if we actually want to do this strawberry quest, it's probably going to take like an hour. There's just so much. Finding her doll, that's easy. Strawberries, good luck. Hello. Get fired again? Jeez, how'd you know? Oh, I know you. Always out of a job. We can... Here's the trolls with their strawberries. We can start that quest. Me, Troll Chief of Ugh Tribe. Inside me, troll friends. You know welcome here. It also has what I've described as like maze shading. In this case, this actually is a maze, but a lot of times it just uses this kind of two-tone colors scribbled out like this as just background shading. And there I like it. I like it when it's not me navigating a maze. Me, Troll Chief Bam. Me, Tribe Friendly. Brooke asks for food. Me have strawberries. Me give if you give Poison Needle. You need to use to get other chieftain out only way. Okay, so to get strawberries, we must get a poisoned needle. I think we can go in this cave and probably soft block. It's very easy to soft block this game and not know it, which is another reason why like nobody ever actually finished this back in the day. I don't know if you can beat this without cheats, specifically because of this room. There's probably a trick to it. I'm gonna turn the lights on, just so we can see. So we got all these boulders. There has to be some way to get rid of them. Because you need that red key. That's the red key, you know, for the 7 keys. There are 7 doors in the museum. But this room is normally dark. And if you push anything, which half the time you can't even see where you're going to push it, your game becomes unwinnable. I think maybe hitting this switch, does that get rid of the boulders? We're going to do a little experimenting. Yeah. So you have to find a way to get there. Probably green sleeves. This is just, like, remixes of songs in King's Quest games. I figure that's not too far off from what Sivion is going for. I think there's some sort of monster down there. The Quiblex. Again, I'm getting very turmoil. I think we just die. I mean, we definitely die there. Okay. That's a different kind of just dying. I don't know if it's related to anything in that hack. Yeah, I can't push back enough to really shoot the other. I have to kill both eyes on the way in. And then it floods the room with slime. I had just enough ammo to go this way. I don't know if I'm going to have enough ammo to go back. Someone comes. Oh, my liege, someone approaches from the cave. Visitor. A visitor. I am the priestess Lena. You are in the temple of the goddess Venus, goddess of love, virtue, and beauty. We are peaceful and do not wish any harm, but others do not feel the same of us. You must have slain the monster in front of the entrance, otherwise you would not be here. It was a servant of Aprithia, keeping people away from the temple. Aprithia is a demon, and an evil one at that. Once he sought conquest, but brave men stopped him and imprisoned him somewhere in this world. The servants of Aprithia once again actively search for their master. I do not know the full reason for them cutting us off, but I feel you deserve an award. Here are some gems. Another servant of Aprithia, the Monthagos, blocks any exit to our hidden escape. His evil fumes waft up from the caverns below, killing my priests. We cannot stand this evilness because of how close we are to Venus. We need a hero to go down and kill the Monthagos, otherwise we will die. I ask you, brave soul, to do this for us. Any questions? Got MegaZeux? Of course! What is the Monthagos? Wall of something. It's got 4 eyes. Said to have a priest of Aprithia embedded in its flesh. It also knows that a great person named himself after this beast. Yeah, we get it. Okay, can I take all your ammo? Good. We have all these pure ivory arrows given to us for offerings, but we've never used them before. You may take them as you wish. Okay, so... yes, we do have the ammo now, at least. It's really funny, yeah. The game is, like, constantly trying to tell you that you should be playing the other version of this game for the platform that it never got finished for. I am practicing my blessing techniques. I'm not really a priest, but I'm trying to become one. I have some... here are some sticks I blessed. They'll burst into flames when it's dark. That's how that works. It's trying to be so descriptive. The problem with this game now is that any sense of wonder has since worn away. I can only see this game for what it actually is. Which is an absolute mess. Touch this orb and make a wish. If your will is strong enough, it will grant your wish. Sure. I think, yeah, like, more keys, please. Oh, can you... oh, is this how this works? Okay, yeah. We can wish as much as we want for different things. Fair enough. Or at least 2 of those worked. The priest is dead. Obviously, he could not stand the evil. Emancipating from the cave. You really know all the big words, don't you? Now, if only you knew how to use them. Alright, so I think we can at least fight this beast. A monk and ghosts. Whoa. See that green dot down there? That green dot is very important. What am I doing here? Okay. Ah. Did a good job striking me when my torch ran out, at least. Boy, it's a good thing I got all that health. I don't remember this part. It's a very brutal game. Oh, I think this is the actual boss, yes, because it's actually firing far fewer bullets than those other guys were. Oh god, there's more. Ow, says the priest. Alright, well that means we did it at least. 142 arrows left. We're going to use like half of those getting out of this cave. I think it was just like his lore that there was also a monster with the same name that he made up. He's not the monster. But sometimes the month and ghosts will get you. What if I tell you I did it? My thanks is to you. Our goddess Venus has been watching you. All we can offer is her protection in your time of need. Now, with the evilness gone, we are free to bury our dead and continue our worships. Thank you once again. Did I get anything? I mean, I did get a key down there. Well, I got a key from the orb. Yeah, so... the breakables would also screw up the boulders that were here. I'm not even gonna grab that key, honestly. Here's the thing with this game. Every part of it that I do enjoy is a part of getting the 7 keys. Once you get the 7 keys and advance to the next chapter of the game, it falls apart, like, immediately. If I had managed to somehow get all 7, I would say, great, we've seen all the good stuff, and I would quit and I would move on to the next game. Well, we got a key. What else we got here? We've got Jacob's Assorted Shop. Swords, keys, bows, armors, torches, all the good stuff. Oh goody, a customer. Even Sadie's here. We don't have, like, any money. We can't buy any ropes and hooks. We can ask this lady for a date, though. She'll giggle. Brooke's got that noble charm, apparently. You buy lamp oil and bonds. Unfortunately not. Just the ropes. I shouldn't be gossiping, but did you know that a whole bunch of guys in armor suits have been hanging around the forum? Well, Rook is a anti-crossbow kind of guy. Iron chainmail. Cool broadsword. They got all kinds of good stuff here. I gave you some arrows. Got them right here. Excuse me, I've got to do my routine inventory check. Yeah, man, it's all here. But it's so real. Look how realistic it is. It's a solid oak counter. We get to know this information. The fantasy world of Sivion. The counters, I haven't cleaned them yet. Oh, Rook, what concern brings you into my office? My oak desk. Tell me about keys. You carry jailer keys here, although I heard of someone seeing a key just west of Pespin. I guess that's the red one? Yeah, Prithians. They're swarming our towns. In case you didn't know, Prithians are hired assassins. Someone here certainly wants someone else dead. They hired the sniper. And he doesn't know nothing about caves. But this is another game that really stuck with me as a kid, and of course I was like, yeah, you have to have the items on display. You have to have, like, descriptions of the counters. I'm like, this is important stuff. Heat rises up from the forge. You look at the forge with curious eyes, but soon turn away because of the immense light and heat. Don't bug me, Rook. I've got work to do. Hello? Hello, I'm just going to steal from your storeroom. A contraption sits here, guarding some gem. Apparently it was poorly built, for the second Rook touches it, it falls apart. I'm gonna rob this too. Yeah, this game is at least better about using its space and realizing that you might just want to have a background for part of your board instead. Here's the forum. It's a lively place. Beer-steam counter. There's a waitress running around. We can buy wine and cheese, steak and bread. Bit of brandy. Brandy. Mark takes a swig of brandy as fast as he can. Suddenly, he doesn't so well. And then, obviously tired of playing with no one appreciating his art, the musician packs up and leaves. This game also suffers from these, like, overlapping conversations, where sometimes things are just going to fire off, and it makes it very difficult to follow certain conversations. well, there's ruffians. It is. It's like... It's very ambitious. It's not without merit. It's just extremely difficult. And there's so many moments where you have to do exactly what the author thinks you should do, or else you're not going to be able to do anything. Anyway, we kill all the ruffians. Hook checks his bow for cracks, but looks up to see the entire forum silent and staring. Carefully, he lies and tells them that they were common brigands. The uneasiness remains, but the usual pub and the bar continues. I don't really think there's much of anything here, yeah. Unless... I wonder if there's a secret passageway between the large flashing arrows on the wall. Well, this will certainly be worth it. See, we made it to the other side here. Now we can talk to the bartender directly, and what will he have to say? Get MegaZeux. Welcome to Sivion. We're getting some Brand E and some MegaZeux. What other places we got? We got prison. I don't think we really need to go there. Order MegaZeux today. You have to. A barrel full of rocks. There's something weird with this, if I remember right. I think it might be that you have to touch it from the other side. No. I'm not gonna lie, once I started playing Sivion, I started realizing, oh, I don't really super want to play Sivion. Let's do some of the good stuff, though. I know there's some decent stuff around here. Here's what I mean by maze shading. Just the way this grass is laid out in the background. Alright, farmer. Hello, young fellow. I'm trying to move these rocks out of the way. I can probably manage this one on my left, but I can't budge the one on the right. Could you help me? Easy peasy. Look, I can just pull it. That good. Brooke examines the object closely to reveal a startling fact. It's a rock. Am I think there's anything else to do. Okay. We push it off the screen. Thank you for helping me. I'll give you a reward. Alright, hold your horses. Oh, that lovely wheat field in the corner. This is world building. Alright, what's my reward? Your reward is death! I am no mere farmer, but an Aprithian. On guard! He was a ruffian in disguise. Talking about his flesh wounds, as they do. Arg, my wound is mortal. You may think you have beaten me, but you have yet to still deal with my henchmen. Ah! Again. These guys are everywhere. The eyes of Prithia are everywhere. Let's go this way, I think. Stupid trolls. Take that, you stupid trolls. Now they're bears. That's not really that much better. Dang, nabbit, wrong spell. Alright, you mean old bears, become trees. Ha. Those are the ugliest trees I've ever seen, twisted and all. Thank you, magician, I guess. Well, goodbye. What else we got? We got nice fish all day swimming. Small object. Oh yeah, we can get the girl her doll. Take it. Take the doll. Watch the centipede carefully. Bespin Cemetery. Grave robbers beware. This is a fun board. Rook pushes open the gate. Mist bursts through the crack, flowing everywhere. Rook grabs a nearby shovel. If you thought we were only going to rob the stores... Mark Halflin. One more helping put him 6 feet under. Also this. Rook is like almost an interesting character. With his weird like noble upbringing and just complete lack of connection to everything else. Being ignorant on the subject of death, he never bothered to learn just what the cross was supposed to mean. God rest her soul. Warning, this fiend is trapped by dirt, not death. Oh right, we can be... You know we can be digging up these graves. Rook digs for several hours and reaches a heavy oak coffin, but before he can open the lid, a zombie steps out and begins walking after him. Watch out for that guy. I don't remember if you can do anything. Rook digs for several more hours. Opens the lid, Rook nearly vomits to see a half-decayed corpse. I don't know what this guy is expecting these things to have. Oh, cooked chicken, my bad. Opening the lid, he discovers a skeleton holding a bag of cooked chicken. Rook asks himself if he should eat it. Yeah? Rook scarfs down the chicken, but suddenly feels a sharp pain in his side. Feeling the urge to vomit, Rook's vision suddenly becomes a blur of colors. He starts walking, but feels weak and faints. The poison travels to Rook's heart, where he enters a series of convulsive spasms and finally lies still dead. Grave Chicken. What an incredible game. Alright, what is it we're actually here for? Oh, there's mine. I really should have ran here before I died after that chicken. Only he was a member of the Belmont clan. For Elwayne. Covered in dirt and muck. Say outlived her children. Sivion von Sween killed the bear that killed him. Loved to play Sivion. Corvillis Alexander Borin died with his money in his hand, just like the $1 Million Kong. I think maybe one of these has just a key in it. Anyway, I love this board because you can dig up a zombie, or, you know, eat some graveyard chicken and die. I think it's a good looking board though, at least. We'll get back to that guy. Yeah, what's here exactly? Tell me about your mine. There's a dragon dwells in them caves. We tried to mine, but he kept trying to eat us. Some of the miners say it may have had babies. We couldn't mine under these conditions, so I told the miners to go home until I thought of a solution to our dilemma. If you ask me, I believe that something strange is going on. I'll do it. Oh, no I won't. Find a better cave, and I'll let you have this one. Okay? Okay. So we can't get in here yet. So I think I'm just going to do this building, because I like this part. Hello. This is private property. You'll have to leave. Why? Because I said so. But won't the owner get mad that you're on their property? I am the owner. I don't believe you. Let me see the title deed. What? Why should I show it to you? Because I asked for it. You can't see it. It's in my house. Okay, let's go get it. Why should I go get my deed for a complete stranger? Oh, just go get it for me. But you're... Oh, never mind. I guess that proves it. You are a phony. I am not. You are too. I am not. You are too. I'm not. You are. No, I'm not. You are. Not. Are. Not. Are. Not. Are. Not. Not. Are not. Are so. You are not. Look, I'm a phony and I just escaped from prison for murder and I was lying to you and that's that. Oops. You do. We get to Bugs Bunny this guy. Looks like I have to kill you now. Oh. Well. Little does he know I have more than 100 arrows. Whale. Gasp, I'm dead. We got a key. Rook inserts the murder key into the keyhole. Excitedly, he turns the lock, but to his dismay, the gate stays locked. Frustrated, Rook walks away. Rook suddenly remembers the key in the keyhole, but to his surprise, the key dissolved in the lock. The liquid key runs up and down the bars, dissolving the fence. There's so many ideas in this game. So, like, that guy did have the key to the property, right? In a sense. There's a lot of questions. Rook steps into the shop and scowls in disgust at the ruin and disrepair. He notices a man on a stool sobbing. And a bunch of blank lines for some reason. What's troubling you, sir? The man looks up, startled. How'd you get past the gate? Kinda hard to explain. There isn't much of a gate now. Thank you, kind sir. My name is Hilvelyn Elwain. I'm Rook Eldane. Now, what's the matter? Let me relate the whole story to you. A while ago, I had this very shop up and running. I was doing rather well, other than the fact that I was short on money. One day, while I was fishing, I found a small bottle. Uncorking the top, a wisp of black smoke poured out of the bottle. The smoke took an impish form with 2 red eyes. It looked like an awful creature. Yet it still seemed to be harmless, since it was made of smoke. My first impulse was to throw it in the river, but the smoke spoke to me, saying it was Jinn that could grant my wishes. I thought of the millions of possibilities involved in the wishes, so I took it home and showed it to my wife. She thought it was evil, and that I should throw it away. That was the first time I ever argued with my wife. Finally, my wife gave up, and we made up. My first wish, of course, was for money. The genie conjured up a huge pile of gems. I was overly excited, and my wife forgot all about her evil claims. We were about to go out and invest our money in a new store, when suddenly an officer came to our door. He said that Jacob had caught us stealing the gems. I was outraged. In the end, though, my wife said to give the gems to Jacob and his family and forget the whole thing. But I was in a dangerous mood. I needed money bad, so I asked for it in a different way. I wished that I would have the most powerful business in Bespin, and so the genie used his power, but instead he gave me the deed to Jacob's place. I freaked and ran over to Jacob's to give him the deed back. Strange enough, he didn't recognize me, and we were old friends. He thanked me for finding the lost deed. Then I went around town trying to get people to remember me. No matter where I went, nobody recognized me. I later found out what it meant when I got back home. To my amazement, my shop was in great disrepair and had a closed sign on it. Then I realized the Jinn had to close our shop down to make Jacob's the most successful business. I ran inside, but a giant gate formed at the edge of my property, locking me in. I didn't understand why until I thought, if people can't get into my shop, then I can't open it up again. Unfortunately, I couldn't get out. I didn't blame the Djinn for this, since I thought it was my own folly. When I went inside, I found out that my daughter had caught the plague. Well, that was when the plague was going around, Bespin, you know. Everyone was catching the deadly disease. I was frantic and went to the Djinn to help my daughter. The smoke lifted her body, and for a second we couldn't see her. Then out of the cloud dropped the skeleton of my daughter. Spooky. My wife screamed, and I pulled out my crossbow and tried to kill the cloud, but it just laughed. I tried to destroy the bottle, but it wouldn't break. My poor daughter River. My wife somehow figured her way through the gate and said she would bury our daughter. I told her never to return to this place, since I couldn't get through the gate and couldn't get back in. She protested, but finally left. I hid the bottle in the back room, terrified of it. I just hated the evil cleverness of the Djinn to find ways to twist my wishes so they hurt people. I've been trapped in here for years, never getting out, and strangely, I haven't eaten yet, but I haven't died. And that's my story. Whew. What a story. Mark. Gate is gone now. Alright, I find my wife and visit my daughter's grave. Take this shop. I have too many memories here. And destroy the Djinn for our revenge. No one will approach this place unless you destroy the Djinn. I must go now, before I truly go insane. Thank you, and goodbye. That's how I leave every room. Oh man. Goodbye, I'll avenge you. Quite a lot to take in. But now we own property. Door stuck. Sickening beds. Vision. Oof. Master, I have the power to grant you any 3 wishes you desire. Here's a chance to outsmart the Djinn. Rook decides to phrase the Djinn death wish this way. So there's a whole lot of these. They're pretty much all game overs. And if you go to the library that we didn't go into, you do get a good hint. Which is, don't wish, wait. Djinn sits there as you wait, but soon begins to fade into nothingness. Rook pats himself on the back for a job well done. Torches. As if by some magical power, the shop automatically transforms into something cleaner. Oh, looky here. Oh, we got our own little shop. A customer already. I was walking through here when I saw the sign at the bridge saying shop. I would like to purchase a torch. What are your rates? 2 gems for a torch sounds good. Seems expensive. I'll take 1 torch, please. Okay, he bought it. Excuse me, sir. I need 200 arrows for a campaign, sir. How much will I be charged? Oh, 100? 100 sounds good. I'm sorry, but I don't find those rates reasonable. Perhaps I'll go elsewhere. After a few minutes of running the shop, Rooks decides it is boring. He then decides to close the shop until he finds some hired help. So, fun fact, we soft locked there. I just kind of guessed. But, you have to charge a specific amount for those arrows, I guess. And, like, one of the values will have him be like, that's too much, but I'll negotiate and give you this key also, and some gems. And that's one of the keys you need to beat the game. So, if you just pick the wrong number, and I mean, if you pick a low number, he will just give you the money. And he will leave, and you will have no idea whatsoever that you just missed out on one of the game's keys. And that's what I think I'm going to leave Sivion with. It's a fun little game. It's really fun to run around the world once and just see what you can see, what situations you can get yourself in. But once you get into the second half, once you leave Bespin, basically, the game just gets very slow, very annoying, and a lot more buggy. With, of course, plenty of things in the game saying that, hey, there's no bugs. Actually, you know, most notably, we are to look at this one in the editor. I'm going to flip through some of these boards real quick, if there's anything really of interest. Jones' amazing shop with the shooting gallery. Big gold nugget. Oh yeah, here's where we fought a month ago. But if you get to it from this other way, there's a little spider, which will kill you instantly if it touches you. But if you kill the spider, and then touch the spider, and you have a needle, that's how you get your poison needle for the strawberries. I don't remember where you get the needle. Starting board, prison, some more of the museum area. The bonus board, of course. Secret wizard, this maze, which seems horrible. This also seems horrible. This horrible boss fight. Library. This board at least looks nice in the second half of the game. It begins with this, and you think, wow, this is going to be really cool. Alright, there's desert. There's a bazaar. There's the final boss, which is horrible also. Anyways, this is the world's most famous board. As you can see, you cannot edit this game. I finally had enough sense to superlock it. There is no need to edit it, for it has been fully beta tested and has no errors. If you are trying to rip my ideas, too bad. You'll just have to figure out how I did this. And furthermore, you should stop wasting your time with ZZT and get MegaZeux. Now go away. No editing. And that's Sivion.